Today we're looking at SEO, and I want you to have a look here at the VidIQ SEO score that I've got for my next video that I've got lined up here to publish tonight. It's 47.5 out of 50. So that's the VidIQ search engine optimization score. And if you have a look under there, we've got actionable 47.5 out of 50. The reason why I want to make this video is because this is actually the highest score that I've seen on a video before I've published it. So I'm pretty pleased about this. Obviously, the SEO score, there is no guarantees on how well your video is going to do, but obviously we want the highest SEO score, right? And I'm just getting used to how VidIQ score things, and I think I'm getting the hang of how to follow the signposts when it says, oh, go do more of that, do this, do that, do that. So I'm going to take you through this video just so that you can have a little bit of a look. So this is the paid version of VidIQ. It's called The Secret Power of Community versus Audience on YouTube in 2025. And as you can see up here, it's got a score of 92. So when you are in the paid version, I'm not quite sure. I was never very good at working the free version. And to be honest, I'm not very good at working this paid version either. But I think it's just that if you keep at it, you know, you sort of just learn along the way. And it has given a lot of suggestions about video titles. And the thing that I really struggle with titles is that I really want to look for a title before I make my thumbnail. And even before I make the video, because obviously you need to be saying those words a lot in your video. So there is all the good reasons to come up with a title. I know coming up with a title, that bit actually isn't a hard bit. We can give that a pretty good go, but it's more just that I still haven't figured out a way how to get all this box here coming up before I've made my video. As you can see over here, I've uploaded the video. Man, I look a bit strange there. I do look a bit strange. I've uploaded the video. I've even tried to put a dummy video in there, and I've tried to put the title in, and then I've tried to, I've hoped that it would come out with like a bunch of the suggestions. But I've noticed that if I put a dummy video in there, then all the suggestions it brings up, literally it reads from your video. So you actually have to put the video in there. So I'm still trying to figure that bit out. But anyway, I made the video, I uploaded the video, I put in a title like something like community versus audience on YouTube. And the one that I picked is this third one down here. I thought that is really, really perfect for the secret power of community versus audience. Happy with that, because a lot of titles that I come up with will kind of rate in the 70s or the 80s. I normally try and get in the 80s, and the 90s ones I'm just not picking because they would be clickbaity. So, you know, you really do need to pick the right title for your video. And yeah, you can try and push it a little bit, but you just don't want people watching your video to, you know, just be disappointed because you've gone and said it's one thing and it's not that. So scrolling down. Anyway, happy with that. The secret power of community versus audience on YouTube in 2025. Scrolling down a little bit here. Okay, so we've seen that I've got my description, my paragraph here. Super quickly, how did I come up with that? The way that I come up with my descriptions these days is I take the transcript of my video, and if my video is more than 10 minutes long, that is usually too much text to put into ChatGPT and to ask it to do some stuff. It'll just say to me, the text is too long. I don't have a paid version of ChatGPT, so I'm sure the paid version probably allows you to have really long scripts in there. If it's less than 10 minutes, it can handle it. What I'm doing is I'm taking the first part of my transcript, I'm putting it into ChatGPT, and I'm saying, this is the transcript for my YouTube video titled blah, blah, blah. Can you remove the timestamps and the word unknown? So that's the first thing I do. Then it comes back and it's removed the timestamps and removed the word unknown, because if it's just one person talking on your transcript, it'll just say unknown, unknown, unknown. A bit annoying, but you can get rid of it pretty easily. So now I just copy and paste from ChatGPT onto a Word document, and then I go back and I repeat that for the second half of my script. This is all a really, really annoying bit that I really, really hate. But anyway, I do it. I then copy and paste into ChatGPT. Can you please remove all the timestamps and remove the word unknown? And then it does that. And then I copy and paste and I put it back onto a Word document. So now I've got the first half of my transcript, no timestamps and no unknown every time I speak after a pause. Now I've got two pieces. I then go back, I copy and paste the first half of my text back into ChatGPT, and I say, this is my video titled blah, blah, blah. Can you come up with a SEO enriched paragraph for the description of this YouTube video? My audience is over 40, beginners on YouTube, and give me lots of SEO keywords and blah, blah, blah. So it does that. It just comes up with a paragraph. I then repeat that for the second half of my transcript. And now I've got two paragraphs. So this is how I've ended up here. Are you building an audience or a community on YouTube? The difference is more important than ever in 2025, blah, blah, blah. Let's say the first half of my transcript may have come up with this paragraph here and all of these green checkpoints there. So that's that. Then obviously with my second half, I do the same thing. Can you please, give me a paragraph? SEO keywords, this is the title of my video. And then it'll give me this bit down here. So now I've got two big chunks of information. What I then do is I just copy and paste into this description box here. And then I have a read, and I'm just changing the bits that don't match and aren't my voice and all of that kind of stuff. So the way that I like to use AI is to get it to do the heavy lifting. Then I'll just go and tweak afterwards, which I'm sure is the way that you use AI as well. But yeah, that's what I've done. And I've just gone and come up with all of these bits here. On this video, I've done some timestamps. So I've put them down here. A recent thing that I have caught on to is that I used to put, what each timestamp was so that the person could just look down and just, pick and choose what they wanted. And then I've seen creators more just say reason number 1, reason number 2, reason number 3, because, I guess that doesn't give away your whole video. At least, I guess, if the person is interested, they will click on Secret Power 1, Secret Power 2. So that's just a little change up that I've made recently. I've gone and put subscribe, watch my video, blah, 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 and I've gone and put 3 hashtags there because, I don't know, I seem to see a lot of people say put 3 in there, so I've got 3. I have gone and put, there's my thumbnail, there it is there. I've gone and picked a playlist, blah, blah, blah. No, it's not made for kids. No altered content. I've not ticked automatic chapters and key moments because actually I never tick that. I'll either put my own chapters or I'll just leave it because that just gets a little bit ugly. I don't mind automatic places. I don't mind automatic concepts. Here are all my tags here. And as you can see down here, you're allowed 500 characters and I've maxed it out to 497. All down here, just left everything. Up here, we've got the search term I want to rank for, build a community on YouTube. That seemed to do pretty well. See, I've unlisted it at the moment. I'm not doing subtitles. If we go end screen, we can see that I've gone and picked an end screen to come up at 17 minutes 22. And because my video is 17 minutes 42, that's 20 seconds beforehand. So we'll just try and cross out of that. Cards, if we come here, I thought I'd chosen cards. I've chosen cards to come on at, let's just make sure that I'm going to drag over. If you don't force the cards over right to the end, I've noticed they just sit at the beginning. And I've seen quite a few videos where the end cards or the cards are right at the beginning. And it doesn't really make sense to me that we would let that happen, even though I've got quite a few videos where I've inadvertently left that. But anyway, 1648, just put it wherever you want. I'm going to go for 1620. You could say Why wouldn't you put it at 10:23? Or why, if people are bailing out of your video, like, if I've got my average watch time might be, I don't know, is it like 5 minutes or something like that? There is every reason to think, well, maybe I would put my card at 4 minutes 44 because, if the person wants to leave the video, they might just think, oh, that interests me. Anyway, actually, why don't we try that just for gigs? Let's go 4 minutes 44. This is the little juicy bit here. Tag count. We've got 5 out of 5. We've got here, tags help YouTube understand the purpose of videos so they appear in relevant search results. Adding at least 20 tags to a video gets full points here. So I've gone and put at least 20 and it's come out at like nearly 500 characters. I've maxed out the amount of characters. If we move to tripled keywords, I never hit 5 out of 5 on tripled keywords. So if we just hover over there, it's not letting me. Oh, there we go, tripled keywords. I guess that just speaks for itself. I believe that is the keywords from your title matching up with keywords in the description. Tripled keywords, tag volume. I really don't know what tripled keywords mean in terms of tag volume. It might mean that out of all of my tags that I've chosen, that I have tripled up all of my keywords. So if I've got the word audience, I've used audience a bunch of times, tripled, community, YouTube. As I say, I'm still learning how to understand all of this, but at the end of the day, I'm just trying to get my scores up here. If we go keywords in the title, so 5 out of 5, your guess is as good as mine. It might just mean that my title, The Secret Power of Community versus Audience on YouTube in 2025, and then we go down here to have a look at the tags. And we've got, let's have a look here. We've got audience, we have got, so audience is twice. Having said that, I have got the word audience featuring in my description as well. We've got audience there, audience on the second line. We've got the word community, audience all through here. You get the gist. And keywords in the description, yep, we've seen that all repeated in there. And the tag volume, 3 out of 5. I'm not quite sure what that means because I have used as many characters, like 497 out of a possible 500. So I'm not quite sure why it's telling me that I'm getting 3 out of 5 there. Yeah, and no controversial keywords. I have put some of this is just something that I have done in my last couple of videos, but you will see that I've got Alexa, I've got Rob, Silver and Solo, and just the big heavy hitters in here in my tags, because I have just seen quite a number of videos recently talking about how if you put those as your tags, when people are looking up those people, they will find a bunch of other people too, depending on how much reach your video has been getting or how well it's doing. There's a chance that your video might show up in that list as well. So that's why I've just started experimenting with that. On the unlisted, I have been experimenting with unlisting my videos initially for about 12 to 24 hours. And I've heard from Dan, the creator, actually. So he's a pretty reliable source. But he talks about unlisting your videos for 24 hours so that YouTube can really read it and understand who the audience is that they are going to be looking to pull the video towards. So I'm just going to schedule this now. I'm going to go March the 16th. I'm going to go 3 a.m. because if we can see here, my peak time is 3 to 5 a.m. I don't mess around with time zone. I get all really nervous about that, to be honest. I'm not sure. At the moment, it is showing obviously on New Zealand time zone. I don't think that I have anyone who is a Kiwi watching my videos, but I just don't mess with that because I don't know. I just don't even know all about that stuff. But anyway, I am making that public tomorrow morning, 3 a.m. and I'm just going to click done. So we've got scheduled there because I saved this morning last night at about 11 p.m. my time. So yeah, it will have had at least 24 hours sitting there marinating for the secret algorithm to do some magic and, just shine some little eyes down on my little wee humble video. So just pressing save there. And that be it. Scrolling up to the top. All right, and that is it. I hope that you got some tips in there. If you've got any questions, as I say again, I ain't no SEO expert, but all I'm saying is this is the highest score, the SEO score from VidIQ that I've seen before I have hit publish on my video. So, and that's what it's about, isn't it? It's just about feeling our way in the dark, trying to make little improvements all along the way. So I hope that you got something out of that. If you've got any questions, I'll do my best to answer. And if you've got the answers to someone else's question, then please do jump in and help out a sister and brother. So that's it. Thanks for watching the video.